Cabbage Madness. Cabbage Madness is a combination of 3 easy to find cabbages that are at the grocery store. You've got your Napa cabbage, which is not everybody knows about Napa cabbage. It's at every grocery store and it's very accessible. Green cabbage, red cabbage, or purple cabbage, depending upon what you'd like to call it. Apple and pear. If you don't like pears, don't use them. If you don't like apples, don't use apples. You can always substitute in and out. The reason you're going to use the apple or pear in this recipe is because of the fact that it sweetens up the harshness of cabbage. Actually, cabbage can be very pungent left alone. Cabbage health benefits are tremendous. Look over to your right under the benefits section and you can review those there. Now, we're going to go through and the proper amount of cabbage and apples and pears for this juicing. Okay, let's get the proper amounts. There is no 100% proper amount, but you're trying to gain all the nutrients that you can. Okay, for a 16-ounce glass, 8-ounce glass, 32-ounce glass that you could sip throughout the day. If you've got an ulcer, then of course you want a liter a day. Now, the Napa cabbage, you're just going to pull off a few leaves from the outside because they are actually there's quite a lot of juice in them. We'll put the Napa on the side. Green cabbage, just going to slice about 1/4 of it. Red cabbage, the same. You got enough for the next day. You're going to use 1 whole pear, 1 whole apple, and that should be suffice. We're going to put them in the colander, chop everything up at one time, so it's easy for the juicer. And you can review juicers in our juicer section on which type of juicers to get and why. Of course, I always prefer and always review the fact that I love masticating juicers. Of which brand, that's up to you, but I like the Omega juicers. They seem to last the longest and they're very effective. But the masticating is the easiest cleanup, and you can do wheatgrass, spinach. It's great for the leafy green vegetables. It is a little bit slower in the juicing process, but not as much in the cleanup process. And to tell you the truth, I hate cleanup, but I like juicing. This is your pear. You can use any pear. You can use 3 pears, 2 pears, whichever you prefer. And this is a Fuji apple. Apple season, of course, in Southern California and different parts of the world vary at times. Cut it as small as the top of the juicing hole. Place in a colander. Use some hot water, rinse this off really well. We'll come back and show the juicing. Save your apples and pears for last to put in because the cabbage actually can be difficult in the sense that it gets bound up sometimes in the juicer itself. And a good firm apple will help cleanse that. Juices have settled in there. You're just going to take it off, switch, stir them up. Okay, you've got the different varieties of mixed in already. Let's see how that tastes. Of course, each palate is different. This is the consistency that you're looking for. I prefer a non-filter because you still do want a little bit of fiber with your juice. Good tasting. Yeah, that pepper or the pear and the apple do make it nice and sweet.